Alright, my name is Limbang sari. My last ID number is 26. Alright, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today I wanna explain about my problem about material inversion. So the problem about this regarding this inversion material, I actually don't understand how to use it and how to write it. So I'm trying to understand, but there are still obstacles where I don't fully understand inversion. I try searching on various sites like Google to increase my curiosity about how to use and write this inversion, and then I come across a post about inversion, which I thought was quite easy to understand and become my solution to inversion, to understanding about this inversion. And this post displays complete notes regarding inversion and its formulas starting from the understanding the types of inversion which I might not yet know fully, then also the formulas and how to apply them. Then there is also an understanding of this type of inversion, which I have not studied so far. I thought inversion was just a reversing word or sentence. I think like that. But turned out I was wrong. Inversion also has a formula for using and saying each sentence. And in my opinion about this inversion and this solution, this is a solution that I feel can help me to understand more about this inversion, and I also feel satisfied with the material. And this is the material I got from Twitter, and in my opinion, on the first slide, alright, for my opinion about the first slide, like we see on the my PowerPoint, there and my PowerPoint like this like catatan maybe. So in this paper we have about inversion, like a meaning, formula, and each other. In my opinion, on this first slide, it is quite detailed and easy for us to understand, especially for a beginner. Of course, you can understand it more easily, right? Because the formula and methods are already listed. That's my opinion about the first slide. And next, my opinion about the meaning of inversion here is also easy to understand. This is also a solution for me to understand about the inversion or about this material, right? Because I think they have a simple formula, and I think that's easy to understand about the inversion right now.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Winda triromadani and my last ID number is 10. Here I will talk about the advanced grammar material that was conferred in the middle of the 5th semester. Specifically the challenge that I see as problems that I encountered when learning inversion. In addition, I'll talk about how the problems that I perceive as a problem in understanding the inversion material earlier on will be addressed. Now, let's get right into the next language. Inversion related grammar topic frequently need the understanding of the inverse sentence patterns. The trick might be in using in the language correctly, particularly when it comes to conditional statement or invert question, a sentence or sentence that transmit an inferred meaning to produce a dramatic effect. Strong command of a grammar and suitable use in the right context or are a prerequisite for this. This issue can be resolved with the extensive practice using example and a thorough comprehension of inversion sentence patterns. Its application in conditional a sentence or sentence that introduces a second subject before the main subject is one feature of inversions material that is regarded as challenging because inversions requires reversing the word order sentence something that doesn't always happen in regular language. It is regarded as challenging to such as a fully used inversion. One must have a solid grasp of language and the appropriate context. It can suddenly be difficult to understand the subject, predicate, and subject of a phrase when the sentence structure is reversed, and particularly in invert interrogative sentence or with sentence with invert meanings. Many language learning might find inversion difficult due to this intrinsically. Okay, let's see the example for difficult material about this inversions. Okay, one particularly interesting example in the phrase "had I known," which actually means I don't know, which has inversion in its structure. For example, if I had known you were coming, I would have baked a cake. Understanding the different structural elements and applying the model language toward properly can be challenged in this material. And the invert interrogative statement "never had I seen before, I seen such a beautiful sunset before" is one that is frequently seen as challenging. Here, the standard line "I have never seen such a beautiful sunset before" is rewriting so that the word "never" at the beginning of the sentence is emphasized. It creates a dramatic effect. It might be challenging to comprehend effectively apply invert patterns such as this one. And for instance, not only did she win the race, but also set a new record. It can be perplexing to say not only, followed by the inversion. Did she win? Because this pair's structure is uncommon in casual inversions, it can be difficult to pick up on the taste of word order and structure when learning inversion material. And last, among the strategies that can be used to get past obstacles when learning inversion are: number 1, instant practice. Use a variety of invert example sentence to practice on a regular basis. And next, gradual learning. Begin with less complicated pairs, pattern, and work your way up to more intricate ones. And number 3, recognize context. Recognize how inversion is used in the context of a conditional sentence, interrogative statement, or dramatic effect in writing work. And number 4, reference materials and educational resources. Revert to books, websites, or other educational material that give a comprehension description of inversion. And last, join a class or study group, conversation and comprehension. Enroll in a study group or language class. With regular practice and a draw comprehension of the ideas, the colleges of them. Okay guys, I think that's all from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is sakilla. My number is 80. Okay, today I will to explain material when to use go, to, and will. The structure behind to is normally used to indicate the future, but with some type of connection into the present. We use in the following situation. Alright. First, when we have already decided or we intend to do something in the future or prior plan. The decision has been made before the moment of speaking. For example, is they are going to return to the beach in 5 days. They have already bought a little beach house. And then I'm going to escape to the job offer. Next, when they are definitive that something is going to happen or evidence, some is likely to happen based on the advance of experience you have. For example, is I think it is going to rain. I just left a drop. And then I don't feel well. I think I'm going to throw up like 4 minutes. Okay, and then the last, when something is about to happen. For example, get back, the bomb is going to explode. Okay, and then we have the material when we are to use will. In other cases where there is no implicit or explicit connection to the present, we use will first for things that we decide to do now or rapid decisions. This is when you make a decision the moment in expeditious way. For example, I will buy one for you too. And then I think I will one of choose. And then when we think or believe something about the future, predictions. Okay, predictions. For example is my team will not win the league this season, or I think it will rain later, so take our umbrella with you. Note, you can use both will and going to for making future predictions. To make an offer, promise or dates. For example, like I will give you this discount if you buy it right now. Or I'm promised I will behave next time, and like I will take you the move if you don't like. And then you use won't when someone refuses to do something. Like I told him to talk out the trash, but he won't to do it. Like my kids won't listen and anything I say, or my car won't start. And then future prediction is, as you can see, both will going to can be used for making future prediction without having a real difference in meaning. For example, like the weather report say it will rain tomorrow, correct? And the weather report says is going to rain tomorrow, right? Compare will versus going to. If someone asks, are you busy this evening? If I respond, yes, I'm going to go the movie, I use going to because it is a plan made early before which I ask all the questions. In this case, we cannot use will. If I have not made plans, then you can say error. I will probably watch TV, or I'm probably going to watch TV. Alright. Then both will and going to are possible in this situation because we are predicting what will happen since we have not made any plans. Alright, this is explained by me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Nurul Anisa. Study ID number 10305002. Alright. I will explain the problem of future time, or the often mistaken understanding of future time. The first, I will explain what future time is definition of future time. The future time, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, is defined as the form of event that you use as when talking about something that will happen or exist. And next, formula of future time. The positive future time, the positive formula of future time, subjects plus will or shall plus verb 1 plus object, and subject plus to be, am or is or are going to verb 1. Next, negative subject plus will or shall plus not verb 1 plus object, and subject to be, am or is or are plus not plus going plus verb 1. And interrogative will or shall plus subject verb 1 plus object, and to be, am or is or are plus subject plus going to verb 1. And the example sentence, I will be a nurse. Saya akan menjadi seorang perawat. And she will not spend his money. Dia tidak akan menggunakan uangnya. Next, the shall sentence, they shall not stop here. Mereka tidak akan berhenti di sini. And shall we go there? Akankah kita pergi ke sana? Next, I am not going to share the material. Aku tidak akan membagi materinya. And the sentence, I'm going to share the material. Aku akan membagi materinya. The solution future time. Difficult to different will and shall. Will and shall are modal verb. They are used in the past form of the main verb. Shall is only used for future time reference with I and we, and is more formal than will. Example, will, I will go there, she will find it, they will understand. And shall, I will shall go to the cinema together. And don't worry, I shall be there for you. And next, I shall, you can. And difficult to difference be and go to be. Both are a future tense sentence. That's perhaps one is on a future tense and one is just formal future. Example, they both mean the same. The only difference is I'm to go there. When used, this is less likely you will be doing it soon. And the sentence, I'm going to do it, stress that I'm about to do it now. The example, I'm going to sleep early. And the next sentence, I'm going to find the key. And next sentence, the last sentence, we are going to have a vacation. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Saza, triana, risma. So the problem of material for me was about present perfect. It was the differences of present perfect simple and present perfect continuous. So in this present perfect material, I find it very difficult to distinguish between present perfect simple and present perfect continuous. I'm very confused about what the two present perfect really focus on, such as how to use them, how to express them, and what are the sentences from that represent the present perfect simple and present perfect continuous. So after I searched for some necessary source material, I found some contrasting differences between the two present perfects, and I will explain about that two present perfect first. Present perfect tense is the tense used to express an action that is ongoing or has just been completed, whereas the present perfect continuous is the tense used to express an action that at some point in the past was completed and is still continuing in the present. For quick example, like when cleaning your room, like I was cleaning my room, in the phrase I've cleaned my room means that I have finished cleaning my room. I've been cleaning my room, and that means I have finished cleaning part of the room, but I'm still going in continuing cleaning. Okay, for more details, let's see the explanation through the table. Okay, in this table was perfect present simple and present perfect continuous. First, the focus on results for present perfect simple. Example, I have done my homework. It means that focus on the result. Homework has been done and can be seen. And for the present perfect continuous, focus on the activity or activities. For example, I have been doing my homework. It means focus on the activity of doing homework that is still being done. And next, express how much. For example, Ben has written 3 essays. It means that describes how many essays Ben has written. And for a perfect continuous, for example, Ben has been writing an essay for 5 hours. That means focus on how long it took Ben to write the essay. And the last explanation of this table describes an activity that has already been completed. For example, Mom has cooked lunch. It means explaining that Mom has finished cooking lunch. For present perfect continuous, Mom has been cooking lunch. That means explains that Mom is still cooking. After we see the table, we said the 3 points lists earlier. What distinguishes these two tenses is when for, since, and how long are added. First, present perfect plus for, since, or how long. The use of the present perfect simple plus for, since or how long is used to express a condition that is currently happening. For example, how long have you learned to play the piano? I have learned to play the piano for 12 years. Next, present perfect continuous plus for or since or how long. The use of the present perfect continuous plus for, since, or how long is used to express a condition that is repeated. For example, how long have you been friends with Alice? We have been friends since elementary school. So that's all for me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is FIni Fiolananda, my student number 21030500055. Okay, in this video, I will show you my knowledge while learning about the present perfect simple and how to solve it. Okay, in the lesson that has been discussed, it is difficult for me to understand this part of the material. Maybe I think the explanation is difficult to understand because I need the explanation gradually and repeatedly or not in a hurry. And it might also be difficult because the material is explained directly. So, it's not certain that when this material is explained, I immediately understand it. Maybe it was also because I use English, which made me confused and didn't understand the sentence given. As in this material that has been studied, previously, present perfect simple refers to current events without the exact time being given. Contemporary may be indicated by fair. In this sentence, I can imagine what the text discussion will be. But if an example is given, I can understand it. Okay, next. Likewise, in contrast with past perfect simple, I am in views about whether the time sentence can be stated or understood. In my opinion, this sentence is too standard, so I have to understand it using everyday sentences as possible. Okay, so from the references I have read regarding this material, I will understand when the title of the material is explained in the detail as well as its meaning. For example, present perfect simple tense is used to describe action that occurred in the past but are still relevant today. The sentence might make me understand how to continue learning, such as making example sentence. The first, when is present perfect simple used? And the second, what are examples of present perfect simple in negative form? And the third, what are examples of present perfect simple in question form? Like this question. I also need to know what the answer is, how to learn it. And I also don't understand the formula. So, in this material, perhaps you can first explain the formula for what words will be used, because as I know, in studying grammar, there are many formulas that you need to know. And if it was explained in Indonesian, I will understand better. In my opinion, learning tutorial videos also help the learning process. So I really have to study thoroughly before I will understand. Alright, that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.